All right, guys, it's been exactly 10 days since Anime and I set up the dirty tank over here, and it has been testing high for ammonia and nitrates, which I've been watching videos and doing a little research and noticed that that's coming out of the soil, and that's normal. It's been going through its cycle. So now is the day I'm going to test ammonia and nitrates one last time, and if everything tests out correct, we're going to head up here to the fish store and get our first inhabitants. All right, so I just performed the 2 tests, and now I'm still waiting on the 5-minute window to go by and check our nitrates to make sure they're going to be okay. All right, so here we're done. Ammonia's looking great, 0 parts per million there. Nitrates are looking about 5 parts per million. We can handle that with a water change. We're gonna run up here to the aquatic den and maybe get a few more plants to go in here. We'll see what they have, and we're gonna pick up maybe 2 to 4 new fish to throw in this fish tank, and Anime and I'll be putting those in as soon as we get back. All right, guys, so we just pulled up here at the aquatic den. Also brought a little water sample with me just to cross-reference it with their water test. I just got back from the fish stores, and I did say fish stores because I went to another one also, which I'll be mentioning in a minute, and I have some good news and some bad news. So let's give the bad news first. The bad news is I took a water sample up there, had them double check it, and they tested for nitrites, which I didn't test for, and mine were out the roof. So what that means is that this little 5-gallon tank here is not completely through its cycle. Once the nitrite's gone, then the nitrates will get up, and then we'll do the water changes, get them out, and then it will be full its cycle, and I can add fish. So I can't add fish now because of the nitrites, but we did pick up some cool plants to add to the tank today. Like I said, we went by the aquatic den, and I got this Java fern, which I'll pull out of here and show y'all in just a minute. And I swung by my buddy Zach's store, the Great Barrier Reef right over here in Cleveland, and got some of these tissue cultured aqua plants. We'll see how they do. This one is a dwarf hairgrass. There's a scientific name. I don't even know how to say that. And this one right here is a type of repens. There it is at the bottom. Don't know how to say that, but we'll pull this out of here and we'll get some good, maybe some foreground plants going right here, maybe around here on the side. We'll get something going here and maybe over here in front of this crypt. And we'll put the Java fern maybe back here towards the back and let it spread out. All right, so now I'm gonna open these plants up. We'll start with the tissue cultures. Just gonna take these scissors and snip the top off here. We'll save these so that we know exactly what we have. Let's see, there might be a, wow, it has like a gel type substance. Directions for use. Remove plants from packaging, rinse gel from roots, prune if necessary, place in a well-lit area, and cover roots with substrate. I guess I have to put a little water in this container and rinse the gel off there. I had no idea. So here's the dwarf hairgrass right here. Pretty sweet looking. Let's get these repens out of here next. Those are pretty sweet too. Check that out. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like those. They definitely, look at that gel that's on the bottom. How crazy. All right, and last but not least, let's open our Java fern here. Dump the excess water out in my old trusty bucket. Here's that little Java fern. And I chose little, I wanted little plants because we have a little tank obviously, but there's one. I'm just kind of going through these, making sure there's nothing crazy on here that we don't want in the tank. And there's the other one. Don't know if you're supposed to cut the roots off, but they were super long, too long to get down in this dirted substrate, so I cut them anyway. Let's take a little bit of this hair grass right here and rinse it off in this water. That's pretty cool. Yep, came right off. So I'm gonna finish rinsing all this stuff and then I'll be right back with you and we'll get some of these guys planted up in the tank here. All right, I got all these guys washed off. I mean, look at this, like, Look how many plants that is right there. I'm not going to turn it up too high, but that is a ton. So even though these things are like around, you know, $15 a piece or how much ever they are, you get like so much more in these tissue cultures than you do just by buying a single plant. But the price reflects that also. So anyways, I got them all washed off, got them separated. I hope I even have enough room in this tank for all this stuff, but I'm sure I can find somewhere to put them. I can probably put them in like a little bowl with some water or whatever, and they would grow just as well. But we're going to find some spots to put this stuff here and get my tongs here, and I will show you exactly how I'm going to put this down in here. All right, I'm going to grip it. I'm going to grip it just like this, and let's see if you can see right here. Let's see if we can get these guys right down in there like that. There's one right there. This one's just going to be like a, it's like a single stem here. If I'm doing this incorrectly, if you can drop a comment below, you know, let me know what I'm doing right, let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm pretty new at this planted tank stuff, so I definitely like some feedback in the comment section, please. Took some of the repins, and I don't even know if that's how you say that, but we put some right here under this heater, and then let me take a look from the top here. There's some right down there in front of the Amazon sword. And then we stuck this this one Java fern right back here, and there's another Java fern right over there by that other crypt. And I'm gonna fill in this repins in a few other places that I find suitable, and then we'll go to the dwarf hairgrass. There we've got a few right there. Maybe those will fill in and spread out a little bit more. All right, I'm not sure if you can see or not with the glare, but I've placed a little bit of the hairgrass sprigs right there in front of that crypt flamingo, which check out this flamingo. We did have some melt back on a few of these and a few of the leaves, but this leaf, this guy right here that I'm pointing out, that is brand new growth right there, and it is definitely coming out good. I mean, we've only had this tank running for about 10 days. And also the Amazon sword back there that you can see, it had a lot of taller leaves and sprouts on it, but I went in there with my scissors and I cut those off because they just didn't look appropriate in this 5-gallon tank. So I pruned them back, and I'm gonna let those smaller leaves grow taller. And what I need to be doing is do a daily or maybe every couple days take a photo, and that way I can kind of compare how everything is. There's my Anubias Nano right there. That thing's pretty cool. I've always liked those. I don't know if the baby tears are going to make it, but they're looking okay at the moment. We'll see if they take root and start spreading, but we are going to go ahead and put some hair grass in this little sandy area in the front. There's a reflection of my scissors right there. All right, let me poke this hair grass in there. I'll show you how I'm putting it in there with the with these tongs right here. Some straight tongs would probably be better, but these are the tongs that I use to feed my bearded dragons, so this is all I have on hand right now. All right, so I'm literally just taking this hair grass and grabbing it like this with the tongs, and I'm gonna not do that. So I'm just gonna lay it down here on the ground. I'm gonna grab it like this right here, okay, spin it around, and then I'm gonna take it down in here exactly where I want it. I'm gonna stick it down in the dirt, release these guys just a little bit, and then come back and fill in like that right there. And see how I've just kind of planted it right here along the bottom and filled the sandy gravel in right around it, and hopefully those will take root and start spreading. Hannah Mae and I were so sad that we weren't able to add our fish today, but it was pretty exciting to get to add these new plants. So I know I've walked you through planting them, but let me give you just kind of a view around the tank of how everything's planted now. All right, I've got the main light off the tank, and I'm just running this Ocean Revive here right now. It makes it easier for me to see the tank while I'm planting stuff. But here's kind of the front view of what we got going on. I've got to add some more water here, but I got the dwarf hair grass added up front. That's an Anubias right there. There's the baby tears that are holding on, some more hair grass there. There's the Crypt Flamingo, the repens that I put back there and around the heater. There is a Amazon sword, Java fern. Let's see, there's a green crypt back there. There's some kind of crypt here. There's some more repens right here on the side. And you can see back to the back my other Java fern. And so we really haven't decided if we're gonna go with shrimp only or if we're gonna go with fish only. We still haven't made that final decision yet, but I do know that I like the scarlet batis. I like all the little rasboras. One of my good friends, Tanner, him and Tyler have been setting up some little fluval speck tanks. They're pretty sweet. And he got this stone catfish from the aquatic den up here that he put in his tank. And I definitely think I'm going to try to get one of those and maybe try to order some other like super small little fish that are unique. The scarlet batis is pretty sweet. I know that they can be a little bit more aggressive to the shrimp and all that, but this won't be a shrimp breeding tank. Maybe we'll do a breeding project later and just put a few shrimp in here because Anna Mae keeps talking about the shrimp and really loves them. Hopefully the next video will be us adding fish to this tank if something crazy doesn't happen. But I appreciate all of y'all being here, everybody for watching my video, everybody that's subscribed to my channel, the new subscribers, thank you very much. And make sure that when you subscribe, you turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss any of our videos. I post every few days, and I will see y'all in the next video.